We begin with security matters, where bandits have abducted 30 villagers in Ungor Liman Gwada community in Igabi local government area of Kaduna State. Residents said the victims, including housewives and kids below the age of 2, were taken to an unknown destination. The incident occurred on Sunday night around 11 p.m. when the bandits, shooting sporadically, stormed the community. A resident and community leader, Jaffer Anaba, informed Daily Trust on Monday night that his biological brother and other relatives were among those abducted. He said the abductors have not contacted the families of the victims. Anaba said residents made efforts to call for help on the night of the attack and the following morning, but there was no telecommunication service at the time. The police in the state are yet to confirm the incident. Still on security matters, troops of the 1 Mechanized Division of the Nigerian Army deployed to Birnin Yero in Igabi local government area of Kaduna State have rescued 9 people who were kidnapped by bandits at Anguwan, Maharba and Dandami villages within the council area. According to a Monday statement by the Acting Deputy Director of Army Public Relations, Lieutenant Colonel Musa Yahya, the troops who were on routine patrol in the general area of Kanzaure received credible intelligence on the kidnap incident of 11 civilians at Anguwan, Maharba and Dandami villages by bandits. He said in conjunction with the Civilian Joint Task Force, the troops swiftly mobilized and laid ambush on the bandits' crossing point on Friday, 8 December 2023. According to him, the troops overpowered the bandits in a gun battle and successfully rescued 9 of the kidnapped victims, while some of the bandits escaped with gunshot wounds. The army spokesman, however, announced that 2 of the kidnapped victims, Safia Saidu and Saadatu Saidu, were killed by the bandits before the arrival of the troops. And now, away from security matters, parents and residents of Oshogbo were thrown into panic as 18 pupils from St. James Primary School B, Owo Okbe, were hospitalized due to food poisoning linked to the government's free school feeding program. Reports say pupils of the school developed complications after eating rice and egg prepared for them by food vendors of the Zero Meal program on Monday, December 11. A parent of 3 pupils of the school named Iyatai disclosed that her children returned home weak after vomiting and frequent stooling. She confirmed that her children started experiencing discomfort after eating the food in school. A source from the school confirmed that over 50 pupils were affected by the food poisoning. He said 18 of the pupils were hospitalized, adding that government has intervened in the matter. Meanwhile, Oyo State government, through the Commissioner for Information and Public Enlightenment, Kolakbo Alimi, has ordered a full investigation into the reported cases of food poisoning. Following the economic downturn that came with the removal of fuel subsidy and its attendant effect, residents of Makurdi, the Benue State capital, have predicted that the 2023 Christmas celebration will be low-key. According to them, the usual beehive of places in Makurdi is almost non-existent this year, barely 2 weeks to Christmas. Jimmy Azande has details of the story.
Yeah, I've been battling to settle where I have to settle. It's not been easy, but I'm praying that God will make it possible for me to do it. I have to settle my family where I am in Makurdi. I have to settle my mother in the village. I have to settle my wife's mother. It's not been easy, but we have been battling. We are hoping that God will help us. If not, the economic situation in the country today is very, very bad.
That is a submission of many residents of Makurdi who usually celebrate the Christmas in grand style. They are hoping that the situation improves before the Christmas day proper.
As a family man, I plan for every availability that I meet by this time to meet up my target with my children and my wife. Because due to the economic situation and the hardship, especially these fuel issues, it makes us we are trying to get anything that is affordable for us, whether it did not meet the standard of what we have been looking for.
Though Governor Hyacinth Elia has been consistently paying workers in the civil service-dominated state, the inflation rate and fuel subsidy removal crisis are hitting harder on low-income earners.
A lot of people are complaining that fuel is a problem because they used to transport their goods to their shops, and the transport is very high. So for that reason, they have to top their price so that they will make their own gain.
As I wake up today too, I'm looking up to something and I'm expecting something. But seriously, we need to be aided by either someone or the government, as the case may be. If not, this Christmas this year will not be funny.
In the meantime, residents have continued to hope even against hope. Jimmy Azandi, Trust TV News, Makurdi.
Months after the presidential elections and 1 month after the off-cycle elections in Imo, Kogi, and Bayelsa, the Independent National Electoral Commission has sworn in 9 newly appointed resident electoral commissioners. The commission chairman, Mahmoud Yakubu, during the swearing-in ceremony, charged the new recs to discharge their duties without fear or favor. Noel Sampson was at the event and has more.
The INEC chairman admonished the newly sworn-in recs to be diligent in discharging their duties and reaffirmed the commission's trust in them.
You must always be very firm in ensuring fairness and transparency of all. Let me make it clear to you from the outset that you must at all times be guided by the electoral legal framework, the code of conduct for resident electoral commissioners, and your good conscience. You must also work closely with your field officers in the state, listening to their wise counsel, but always providing supervision. It is my pleasure to announce the deployment of the new resident electoral commissioners as follows. Abubakar Jambo, Striking Power, Kebbi State. Abubakar Maji Ahmed, Borno State. Dr. Anubu Unoha, Edo State. Mr. Shaka Isa, Akwa Ibom State. Malam Aminu Idris, Kaduna State. Mohammed Sadiq Abubakar, Kwara State. Mrs. Oluwatoyin Babalola, Ondo State. Olugumi Omoshendemi, Ekiti State. And Shehu Wahab, Nasarawa State.
The Ondo resident electoral commissioner, Oluwatoyin Babalola, who spoke on behalf of the newly appointed recs, appreciated the commission and the chairman for giving them the privilege to serve and promised not to disappoint.
Our deep appreciation goes to the Honorable Chairman of the Commission, Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, all national commissioners and the Secretary to the Commission for the support accorded to us on this journey. We have just subscribed to the oath of allegiance and oath of office. Sir, we pledge to be loyal to this oath and commit ourselves to high ethical and professional standards.
It is the expectation of the commission that the new recs will contribute to the advancement of the electoral process in the country. Noel Sampson, Trust TV News, Abuja.
The Senate on Tuesday announced President Bola Tinubu's request seeking the confirmation of the nomination of 19 commissioners for the National Population Commission. The president also asked the Red Chambers to confirm the nomination of Bashir Indabawa from Northwest, Enorenche Amadasu from South-South, and Babajide Fashino from Southwest as NPC commissioners. The Senate referred the nomination to the National Identity Management Commission to report back in 2 weeks. Oyo State Governor Oluwarotimi Akeredolu will commence his medical leave on Wednesday as a follow-up to his medical treatment, his spokesman, Richard Olatunde, has said. In a statement on Tuesday, Olatunde said during Akeredolu's absence, the Deputy Governor, Lowkey Ayedatiwa, will assume the responsibilities of the governor in acting capacity. Akeredolu won his re-election in October 2020 and was sworn in for a second term in February 2021. However, the governor's second term since January 2023 has not been a smooth sail, as he had to be flown abroad for treatment over a medical condition in June. The 67-year-old politician returned to Nigeria in September after months overseas but stayed in Ibadan, the Oyo State capital. Akeredolu has been under intense pressure from opposition parties and activists to resign or hand over power to his deputy in line with the 1999 Constitution. In his statement, Olatunde said the governor will prioritize his health and ensure a full recovery before resuming his official duties. According to the statement, a formal letter regarding the medical leave and a notice formally transferring power in line with the Nigerian Constitution will be transmitted to the House of Assembly. This is the news update on Trust Television. Coming up shortly, we'll take a look at how Kaduna fishermen lament over lack of modern fishing equipment. Details of this story and more to come after the break. We'll be right back.
It's time to jackpot for more fun. This season, there are loads of exciting content. Enjoy all the drama, intrigue, suspense, and romance in a wide range of telenovela series, Nollywood movies, Bollywood, kiddies program, and introducing our new kiddies channel, Boing. After 5 years of waiting, the Nigeria Premier Football League is finally back, live and exclusively on Star Times.
Enjoy more this season with our jackpot promo. Recharge 2 months on Classic or Super Bouquet and get 14 days free, or recharge 2 months and get upgraded to a higher bouquet. Wow! Recharge now and jackpot for more fun and stand a chance to win Sundial TV and other fantastic gifts. Offer runs till January 20, 2024. Terms and conditions apply. Star Times. Entertain your family.
Hello and welcome to Creative Lounge on Trust TV. My name is Ahmed Mohammed Bello and I'm going to be taking you through my journey as an artist.
Should I keep quiet? And then we kept saying, can't we teach these people basic business, not hustling? Teach our people entrepreneurship, not hustling. Go to China, Guangzhou, different districts. They can turn fair. Am I saying what you don't know?
So this about this thing.
Yeah, but this time around we're talking about appointment of ministers, where there is an express provision in the Constitution as regards that.
Let's come to appointment. You know, it is the status of FCT that the Constitution has made is too complicated for people to understand.
However, if you are to go backwards and do a kind of audit, you will be shocked to find that the resources so far expended on the SDGs far outstrips the achievements face to face.
Most of the time when you are involved, it's difficult for you to draw back and have a holistic view, because what? Sentiment would always come to play, because all of us need Definitely. I had, like I told you yesterday, I was 100% convinced that you cannot say you are qualified without bringing any document.
Welcome back and thank you so much for staying with us. If you're just joining us, this is the news update on Trust Television. Now let's take a look at a recap of some of our top stories. We told you that bandits kidnap 30 villagers in Kaduna community. Panic in Oshogbo following hospitalization of 18 students. Moving on to more stories, stakeholders in the nation's development sector have been re-evaluating strategies for carrying out the assignment of sensitization, publicizing, and reorienting the public towards nation building. To this end, they have resolved to take a holistic approach in order to re-engineer Nigerians towards achieving clean communities for national development.
National development, according to them, is the highest priority of the government. Hence, the need to unlock all constraints and ensure that national growth is enhanced.
So when you look at all the issues, they are like loose papers. So you need to bring everything together so that we can focus and collaborate with all the stakeholders to ensure that we move together and we engage, in a very structured manner. And importantly, if you look at the word clean, it connotes that idea that you want to clean the society. What is government for if it is not to clean the society of whatever challenges, environment, education, health, economy, name it. So if what we are trying to do is to clean the society, then we need to take it community at a time. What are the challenges in a particular community? And then we work with relevant stakeholders and partners to ensure that we begin to progressively clean our communities of whatever maladies and challenges that they are facing.
In 2019, the ICPC, in collaboration with the National Orientation Agency and the Office of the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, launched a national ethics and integrity policy, which, as you are aware, is closely linked to what we're doing today. That policy has 7 core values. Part of it is closely knitted, which is meant ultimately to sort of speed up the intentions of government as regards ethics.
Yes, through advocacy, sensitization, and creating awareness today. That's what we're going to do. Whatever we're taking out here, we're going to make sure we're going to, sensitize our women at the grassroots to know actually what is on ground.
National development is a general improvement of a nation to raise the standard of living for a population, and is essential if a country is to develop economically, socially, and environmentally. Noel Samson, Trust TV News, Abuja.
Residents of Daberam and other neighboring communities in Dora, Dutsi, and Sandamu local government areas of Kaduna State have decried lack of modern fishing equipment to boost their business. Fishing is a major occupation of over 3,000 residents of Dannakola community because of the abundance of water at Daberam Dam in Dora local government area of Kaduna State. Abdullahi Yamadi examines the economic potentials of fishing in the area and how it can be harnessed to provide food and job opportunities for the people of the state.
Fishing is the second largest business for communities living around Daberam and Sabke dams beside irrigation farming, which provides jobs to hundreds of residents all year round. Fishermen, traders, and other workers within the value chain are making millions of naira on daily basis, even without modern equipment. Fishing means everything to hundreds of people in this area. It is the means of livelihood to us, but our only problem is lack of capital and modern fishing equipment to operate fully. Look, We have big fishes you cannot catch with ordinary hand or through traditional means of fishing. As such, we need government support. Back at Dannakola, a roadside fish market on Daura Kasna Road, few meters away from Dabiram Dam, fish business is thriving on daily basis, but not without some challenges. Though the market may look small, but hundreds of people bring and sell fish here, transporting some to other cities such as Kano, Kaduna, Sokoto, and even Niger Republic before the recent border closure. We have over 7,000 people within the value chain of this business. Even here, you can testify to what I'm saying. Besides inheriting this business from our forefathers, we want to move it to the next level, such that we can compete favorably with our contemporaries elsewhere in Nigeria. This is the largest fish market in Kaduna State, and the source is Dabiram and Sabke dams in Daura and Meadua local government areas. We thank God for his gift of water to us. Let Umar Musa Radua constructed this fish market when he was the governor of Kaduna State. But since then, nothing was done to us. While stakeholders are calling on governments to provide empowerment for the business to thrive, other public commentators are appealing to the fish sellers to improve the sanitary condition of the market. Abdullahi Izumayamadi, Trust Television News, Kaduna.
The House of Representatives Committee on Appropriations on Monday interfaced with 4 ministries, departments and agencies on their budget projections and expectations for the year 2024. This is part of the ongoing budget defense by MDAs aimed at ensuring that President Bola Tinubu's administration's efforts in actualizing its renewed hope agenda of revamping the nation's economy as well as tackle perennial insecurity in the country comes to fruition. Now, away from Nigeria, Ethiopia's Minister of State for Peace has been fired and arrested for alleged conspiracy with rebel groups to overthrow the government, state media reported on Tuesday. The move against Taye Dendea, a senior member of Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed's party, follows a series of social media posts he has made in the past week, criticizing the government for failing to maintain peace in the country. Last week, Taye blamed the government for the failure of a second round of peace talks between Ethiopia and the rebel group Oromo Liberation Army, which took place in Tanzania last month. A statement sent by the security apparatus to state media said surveillance revealed Taye was in touch with rebel groups, including the OLA, with the aim to topple the current administration. Despite releasing thousands of political prisoners since coming to power in 2018, Abiy's government has since cracked down on dissent by arresting critics of wars it has waged against rebellions in several regions, human rights groups say. The government says its actions have been legal and necessary to respond to threats to national security. In sports, the Super Eagles will begin preparations for the 2023 Africa Cup of Nations on January 2, 2024. The 3-time African champions will camp in Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates for the competition. The invited players are expected to start arriving camp on January 1st. Jose Peseira's side will take part in a 3-nation tournament in the UAE ahead of the competition. Democratic Republic of Congo and Burkina Faso are the 2 other countries that will take part in the tournament. Peseiro is expected to submit his 55-man provisional squad for the Confederation of African Football on Thursday. The final list must be submitted to CAF by January 7, 2024. The Super Eagles are drawn in Group A with hosts Cote d'Ivoire, Equatorial Guinea, and Guinea-Bissau. And with that, we've come to the end of the news update at this hour. Do not forget to follow us across all of our social media platforms and also join our YouTube live stream for more programs, documentary, and news. I'm Aisha Salihu. Thanks for your time.